Hi guys, thank you for joining me. This is your weekly horoscope and this one is for Monday the 28th of November going through until Sunday the 4th of December. And my horoscopes are based on Greenwich Mean Time, so that's UK time. If you're outside of Europe, then please take the time difference into account. This is a really interesting week and it's a very positive week. The beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, is all about shooting for the stars personally and asking yourself, how can I express myself creatively? And how can I get this inner fire out into the world and how can I express myself? From Wednesday onwards, it's about moving ahead with other people and really asking the question, who do I want to move ahead with and who is going to present me with problems and how do I need to be careful when it comes to my relationships with other people. So the rest of the week really is, yes, about progress, but also sorting the good from the bad and looking at who can support you and who's really just going to stand in your way and provide you with obstacles for you to overcome. So Monday the 28th of November, we've got the moon going into Sagittarius and you really start the week on a high and there's a wonderful sense of adventure and enthusiasm and you're really raring to go and you hit the ground running and you barge into the week and you really have a good time and you really bring a lot of optimism and fire and positivity to any situation that you touch. Tuesday the 29th of November, we've got the new moon happening in Sagittarius at 12:19 p.m. I've made a separate video on this, have a look at that if you're interested. New moons and full moons have very significant influences on us because the energy is so powerful. So if you really want to have an in-depth look at what this new moon is all about, then check out that video. But basically, the question you're going to ask yourself here is, how can I express myself creatively? What new beginnings can I make in my creative life, and where are these new beginnings? And if I do express myself, what new doors could potentially open in my life? At the same time, Venus is in Capricorn. Venus is the planet of beauty and creativity, and in Capricorn she's in a very earthy, practical sign. So Venus is ready to work. That squares Uranus and Aries, so there's a real unique, driven sense of, I really have something to express. I really have some sort of creative vision that I really care about and that I personally think is beautiful. How can I get that out there? So this is a new moon for all the artists, all the singers, all the painters, all the sculptors, all the people who do design and illustration, and especially if you're someone who finds it difficult to get started or to finish a project or to put your ideas down on paper, this is a really good time for you to be very, very productive and to move ahead. Wednesday the 30th of November, the focus starts to shift now and it becomes less about you and other people start to appear more in your life. And this is a great day to work with others and to look ahead for the best possible outcome for everyone involved. The moon is in Sagittarius, it sextiles Jupiter in Libra, it conjuncts Saturn in Sagittarius, it trines Uranus in Aries, and it conjuncts Mercury in Sagittarius. So everything is about moving ahead, but on the one hand, you're going to want to do things in your own unique way. On the other hand, you're going to be interested in building positive, harmonious relationships with people. And this is the kind of duality that you're faced with during this period. Yes, we're all moving forward, but which option is the best for me? And should I join this team or should I do it by myself or should I join this other team? And that's the question you should ask. And that doesn't always feel particularly comfortable, especially after to make these decisions, but it's important for you in future and how you do move ahead. On Thursday, the 1st of December, this really becomes very heightened because the moon goes into Capricorn in the morning at 8:53 a.m. and you really start to have a very dry, grounded and clear sense of direction. So facts and figures are really going to speak to you. You're not going to be so interested in the emotional side of things. And on the same day, Chiron is in Pisces and Chiron, the asteroid, goes direct until March 2017. So get ready for something to really become restored personally, especially in a spiritual inner sense. So Chiron in the chart represents the wounded healer. He's the centaur who taught medicine to the other gods and then had to sacrifice himself when he became kind of wounded in a way that couldn't be healed. So there's a real sense of giving up the self and letting go. And when that goes direct, It's about healing an internal wound. And Pisces is the sign that has to do with self-sacrifice and spirituality and the emotions. So all of those aspects of your life will become whole and complete. So this is the first day of Chiron going direct. There'll be a greater sense of inner peace and contentment and feeling like everything is okay within. So you've got the moon in Capricorn, which is dry and grounded and is about let's go ahead. And at the same time, your inner world becomes complete and whole, and you feel able to actually move ahead. So it's not like staggering on, with one lame leg. You're in good shape, you feel good about yourself, where you're going, and you can really move ahead and be very productive and make a lot of progress. That's what this week is all about. Now on Friday, the 2nd of December, Mercury, the communication planet, enters Capricorn. So this is no-nonsense approach to life. You may really look at things in a very direct and blunt way, and you may also come across as very tough and making really clear, no-nonsense statements. Do you like my new dress? No, I don't. So it's very kind of down to the wire. It's very much without frills and niceties, and you're really not interested in any of that, and you're only focused on the real tangible result. So make sure that you're evaluating who's going to be on your team moving forward. Just remember that other people are doing the same thing, and try and implement some of those niceties. And if you are feeling very blunt and you don't have the patience or the time to put up with any of that stuff, then try and make the time, because no one likes to be confronted or challenged, or someone who says something super directly in your face. It can feel a little bit abrupt. Now on the same day, the moon is in Capricorn and it conjuncts Pluto in Capricorn. So it's about making tough decisions moving ahead, and you're going to be in a very good place to do that. So to make the most out of this day, don't go to social events where you have to have a lot of etiquette and make small talk and niceties. Go to work where you can decide about how your business is moving forward or what you want to create in future. That's really the area of your life where you're going to feel most comfortable. On Saturday, the 3rd of December, the moon goes into Aquarius at 7:45 in the evening, and Mars is also in Aquarius at this time. So again, now we are feeling much more optimistic and positive, and you're kind of done with getting rid of the people who you're no longer interested in, and you've got your team on board now, and you're asking, how can we all move forward together? So there's a sense of we're all in this together, and teamwork, and how can we progress? And that's kind of coming into the forefront of your mind. Finally, on Sunday, the 4th of December, we've got this Aquarius moon still. Today it sextiles the Sun in Sagittarius, it trines Jupiter in Libra, and it sextiles Saturn in Sagittarius. So today is particularly effective when it comes to communication with others, especially when it's determining the future or what you've got planned together. So it is a good time to make plans with other people. Where are we going to go on holiday in 2017? Or should we start a business next year? Or do you think we're ready to move in together? It's really getting down to those concrete, practical decisions that you have to make, which are going to alter the way your life looks on a day-to-day basis. So that's the week ahead. It looks really productive. Try and present things in a way that's accessible and positive, so that you don't scare other people off, and just focus on where you want to go, and you'll make a lot of progress this week. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. That's the easiest way you can support me if you want to. And I will be with you next week for the horoscope, and tomorrow for the daily tarot readings. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll speak to you soon.